Yeah.
What is good?
We are back.
Welcome back to another special episode with special guest. 2023 Mr. Basketball in Iowa and the second best boy child in my family.
That's crazy.
Pryce Sandfort.
Yep. Payton, how does it feel that it's good to have one Mr. Basketball winner in the room.
It is. A couple of 4A players of the year in here.
You 4A player of the year?
Yeah, I won that.
Really?
I won that. But I
Who
didn't
was
win.
Mr. Basketball in the other?
DJ and Jake Hilmer both won.
Oh,
It
okay.
was weird. I don't know
was
why
our
we gave
year.
it to two.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
two good guys. Two
Wait,
good
there
guys.
I thought they had two Mr. Basketballs in the year?
Yeah.
Yes. It was
We
weird.
tied.
That's weird.
I took because I always blame it on the fact that I kind of spazzed on the Mr. Basketball voting committee when Connor didn't win. So then from then on
I took
out,
it personally.
I knew I wasn't going to win.
They didn't like that.
Yeah, you didn't have much of a chance.
No, I was out of line.
Makes sense.
All right.
Don't regret it. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Well, we're all state champs at least. Everybody
That's
in the
true.
got
Everybody
one.
is.
that is true.
Yeah.
Dude, we all won once.
How many did you? Yeah,
I won
all once.
I won once. I got second twice.
We got-
What year did you
Bryce
win
also
yours?
got second twice.
So my sophomore year,
Sophomore year?
2017.
What year was it?
Connor and Devontae's senior year.
I remember watching you on the sideline. You were wearing Jordan 13s in the state championship. What year was that?
That was my sophomore year. Well, actually, that was
Because I thought Valley won.
I wore Jordan 13. No, we beat Valley my sophomore year.
Oh.
We
Yeah,
lost
they,
to my
they
freshman
beat
year.
Valley when we were there.
Yeah, we lost
They
to my
did?
Yeah,
Could've
won by
sworn
20.
Valley won
Yeah,
that.
where I was wearing Jordan 13s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We beat them.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
So you guys both have 2 second place finishes and a
Did
title.
you get second twice?
Yeah, it sucks.
No, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Coming up second is the worst.
No, dude, it's the
There's
worst.
nothing worse.
It's the worst. No, yeah, I got second twice. My
Remember-
freshman year and my junior year. We got
Remember
second.
when we lost to Ankeny, they kept playing that one kid on the board on our TV.
Yeah, we
in
get
the
back to the
room.
locker room and they have them celebrating on the TV in our locker room.
And just keep zooming in on this kid's face who did not do a thing.
You should have thrown a chair at the TV or something, or maybe tried to turn it off. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, somebody
I
did
want
something
to
to
name
it.
drop this kid because he's terrible.
We
But
don't
I'm
do
not
that.
going
We're not going to do that.
but do we know who the kid is?
Yes,
We
I
do know.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
we don't have to talk about him. You know who you are, kid. if you're out there,
He's out there somewhere.
you know
knows
who
who he
you are.
is.
Yeah. That was brutal.
Yeah.
But all right, well, we know my story. Tell your story. Where'd you start? Growing up, who'd you play for?
All right.
What was it like?
You did not play for the Spurs, right?
I did.
Oh,
He did,
Okay.
but it didn't
right.
start that way.
Okay,
More
we started
Spurs.
off
More Spurs.
Started off the Suns, Sportsplex West.
That
League.
was with
I
Caitlin's little brother.
the Suns.
Yeah.
Colin
Clark.
Dog.
Yes. Watch Payton play in his little league with Caitlin Clark all the time.
Where he would get fried. We discussed that
No,
already.
Yes.
I was getting
No,
buckets.
she was.
I had a step back move. It was like, it was unguardable.
I heard Payton was really overweight back then.
Oh, he was.
Not that young. It was in middle school.
He was huge. Yeah, but started there. Eventually broke off. Did the Spurs. I think we broke off same year. I think it was because we were designing the logo together.
Yeah,
But
it was like,
anyway.
yeah.
Yeah. So went Spurs. Grew up Spurs whole life, and then I think it was 7th grade. I started playing Kingdom Hoops summers. I played like 2 summers, and then it was full on my 8th grade year. Played there. Went to OSA my junior year. Thought I wanted to get on a bigger circuit. Just thought it'd be better for me. And then decided to go to D1 Minnesota my last year of AAU, and that was a great move. I loved D1 Minnesota. Loved playing for my guy Al Harris.
Al Harris.
Yeah.
Go.
Patrick
Shout out
Roll.
Al
A lot of
Harris.
push-ups.
Shout out Al Harris.
A lot of push-ups.
What was that
6
one
a.m.
game, the
Oh.
Team Sizzle game?
I'll still give him crap for that. So we played Team Sizzle, another team from Minnesota.
Rivalry.
We're so much better than them. Like, not even close. It's an 8 a.m. game. Our coach has us get up, meet in the lobby at like 5:30. We run a mile around our hotel, and then we do like 100 push-ups, like slow down, fast up. And you know me, I'm not the biggest guy, so it affected my jumper a little bit. I'm walking out in warm-ups, airballing short three times in a row. I did it. I couldn't get it there. It was unbelievable. But yeah, I did not play well, and then we lost in overtime.
I remember like I had something going on that day, and I woke up at like 9:30. The game was over, and Dad called me, and he was hot.
I was there. I wasn't at the game, but I was in.
You were.
I was at the tournament. No, I wasn't at the game. It was
You were
too
at the
early.
game before that.
I was at like 3 or 4 of your games that weekend, but I wasn't at that one. But I was at that tournament, and I saw Brian.
The thing was, I played well in that tournament before that game.
You guys played well as a group, and then
We started to figure it out.
just had that one game on a Sunday morning, and man,
Shambles.
Yeah.
just don't do push-ups like that, I guess.
Yeah, well, we never did it
Good to
again,
know.
At least we can
I
rub
don't
it
know.
in, Pryce, that we played for a far superior AU team than any team Payton did. So
Yeah. I'll give
We
respect
had-
to his Kingdom Hoops team.
We had heart,
I
man.
loved his Kingdom Hoops team.
We
From
had
the
so
coach
much
to
heart.
all the guys.
they had hard.
Yeah.
We still play 2K with those boys, and Tim, the coach. Shout out Tim.
Too.
Shout out
Tim
Tim and
Lubke
Reed.
just bought a house.
He just bought a house. He's excited.
Very rich.
There we go. There we go. No, but Pryce, kind of like, I guess go back to early. Like, did you always like want to play basketball? Like, your parents, did they really want you to play? Like, how I know both your parents played. So like, was that like a heavy influence? And like Payton obviously playing, I'm sure played like just the same as Connor with me. You know, played a role.
Yeah, parents played, grandparents or grandpa played, so it's kind of ran in the family. So that's how it got started. You know, I kept playing throughout the years. I tried other sports. You know how you are when a kid. Different passions come up. Like Payne can say, I want to be a goalie at one point.
Yes, he did. He wanted to be a goalie in hockey. Like we were training. We would go train in our cul-de-sac.
We played with tennis balls.
We
would fire off slap
We would
shots
dress him
at
up
me and
in
just-
our neighbor's catcher's gear, and we would all just sit there and fire at him. I forgot about that.
You would fire like
this
slap
was like a
shots.
neighborhood
at me.
thing.
I'm like,
Our
you guys are
neighborhood was
You guys are
awesome.
pelting me with tennis balls, and then you'd score, and you're like, it's not good enough.
That's good neighborhood morale.
We
had the best neighborhood.
Pryce wants to be a goalie. Let's just smack the ball out.
Yeah.
We would play like 8-on-8 baseball games, and we had this neighbor. He was like, his name was Chip, and his daughter was his daughter was a genius. She wrote a book at like age 12. we would fire balls at his house.
Yeah.
like every day, and then like what else? We
Shout
played
out Chip.
We'd play so many hockey games. Like we'd set up the goal. We watched Miracle like twice a week, so we'd do all their dances.
Again.
Like, it was so much fun.
Again.
Yeah, we would pelt his house.
Oh yeah.
His garage had dents. He always had bangs on his roof.
But like, did he love it or did he hate it?
Oh, he hated it. He
hated
would come
it.
out and yell at us all the time.
Oh, there we go.
All the
Yeah.
time.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
can't imagine Chip would like it very much.
No,
No.
Chip did not like it. No.
And Jade would play kickball with us, but then she like broke her neck on our
Yeah.
swing, and
We always heard
We
her
never
playing
saw her
piano.
again.
Like,
Never
she's
saw her again.
She was really a genius.
shout
She's
out
a
Jade.
genius.
I hope she's doing well.
Yeah. Man.
But
Wow, that's
yeah.
what a story.
So after hockey, you were a really good pitcher. You were a good hitter.
I was really good at baseball.
Yeah,
though.
you were good at baseball.
I was good, and then I hit an age where I was like really good. I went to a different team with a lot of my buddies, and we were actually really good. And I was first year I got there, super good at everything. Next year I couldn't hit, I couldn't pitch. Thought
Same
that was a
thing
sign
happened to me.
to hang it up.
Yeah.
So
You had a good team. You played with Deuce and
Deuce Robinson,
He's
USC,
running
wide
running
receiver
routes for
in
Caleb
baseball.
Williams now.
Yeah, and he's just a freak athlete.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a guy, Jackson Frost, plays baseball here.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a freshman.
Were you a big
we had
baseball player?
no, I played a little bit, but like no, dude.
You hit a bomb at the Miracle League the other day.
Dude, no, dude. I was like, and I'm a really good slow pitch player.
Oh yeah,
I was the only one on our team to hit a home run in slow pitch, but no, I didn't play baseball.
that was brutal.
I
We
quit
were
when-
bad.
I
Because the
heard
coach-
about that. That's got
Slow pitch was bad, dude.
yeah.
No, but I quit because the coach kept getting mad at me because I would always skip for basketball,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what happened to me.
and he like tried to like give me an ultimatum. I was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna play basketball. I don't want to.
Yeah,
And
We've
here
all
we
been
are.
there. It worked out for all three of us.
Here we are. You know,
Cycled through backyard football, some flag football, but mom never let us play tackle.
Yeah.
So
we all got me and my brothers all got 1 year.
Oh,
One year.
really?
So we like in like 5th grade though. Like
Yeah.
you're not gonna. Really
Well, I was
get
too
hurt
big,
this
so
year.
I wasn't worth it. I would have been.
Yeah. you would've
Oh,
been on
guard.
line. I was like, Connor and Jack both were. I was like I think the weight was like 110. I was like 106. So I played quarterback.
Yeah,
Would
it's
throw.
position
Guess what
play.
I would do, Payton?
You would probably throw the deep ball.
That's my offensive football philosophy. Throw the deep ball.
From the third grade football games that I've watched, it's a lot of quarterback runs.
Yeah, I would also do that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of bootlegs, roll out.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe throw the deep ball, maybe not. Okay, Pryce.
Good time.
Talk about your 2 years, because I think I've always thought it was really weird and interesting at the same time, like how your high school like literally split and you had to go to a completely new school after spending being at a school for 2 years. I could never imagine doing that. So like I guess kind of talk about like the like your freshman sophomore year at Waukee, and then kind of the transition of like the split. Like when did you know that was gonna have to be the case and all that kind of stuff?
I think I knew my freshman year. I'm not sure when they. Actually, no. It came out sophomore year because we knew we were having a new school. We didn't know how the boundaries were going to be set up or anything. So I think I figured out that I was going to go to the new school my sophomore year. But misconception about that, I did not have a choice where I was going. Like people think I just left and transferred.
No.
Like it was strictly where you live. They didn't have any exceptions or anything. But obviously I'm very glad I ended up at Northwest anyway. Great coaches, great people. But yeah, freshman year, Waukee, sophomore year Waukee, and then my last two, Waukee Northwest.
That's crazy.
Great 2 years at Waukee. Loved it there. Loved coaches. Loved the school. And I went to Northwest and hated Waukee. I mean, there was a rivalry right away. Like,
realistically, like if you're gonna split a school, like you have to be like incredibly rigid with like the rules. Like you have to. Otherwise, like
exactly.
It's gonna take 2-3 years to for the school to be like worth anything. Like Liberty opened my junior year, same as you, but like I had like you and I live like 2 minutes from Liberty High.
Yeah.
But I didn't leave West obviously because you had a choice. Like once you were like after you were at West for 2 years, you had a choice. So like the freshmen they had to go.
Oh,
but I did not. So I was lucky. But like if you're good and Liberty like was not any good at anything for like 2-3 years.
Same with Waukee and Northwest.
Yeah.
Northwest got all the good athletes.
Yeah. So it's like if you split, like you have to be rigid, like in like terms of like who can go to what school.
Yeah.
It just has to be done.
Yeah. They did the same thing at Ankeny, and right away Centennial was like the powerhouse, and then now it's even.
Yeah.
I feel like the same thing is going to happen to Waukee too.
Leo
football's
went to
already that way.
Our producer went to Centennial, and he's out there, flexing his muscles, and we get it, Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, I mean, it was so. I mean, the 2 years that we played together, my junior senior year, were some of the most fun memories I ever have. I mean,
it was fun I've had playing basketball.
Those teams were great. Talk about that a little bit. Just you're coming into high school and you had a pretty good group.
Coming in freshman year, I didn't know if I was going to play. You're obviously telling me that I was going to, but like I wasn't. We went to Creighton for a team camp, and I filled in for you once you were gone.
Yeah.
Got a few minutes, do what I could, and then throw up in gyms and just workouts or whatever. Worked my way into the starting lineup, so I got to start freshman, sophomore year. But freshman year was the most fun I've ever had playing basketball. Like our team, I don't know. It was just everything was great about it, and then we came up short in the state title. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Second place is like we talked about, Pat.
That's never fun.
Especially with the team we had, like how much I love the team.
I wanted one for that team more than any team I've ever been on, just because the seniors we had. And, but I mean, what do you remember about that week, like that day? That the day of the game was obviously very weird.
Mm-hmm. Well, we played in the semis on Thursday.
Yeah.
Full crowd
against number one.
Upset Ankeny Centennial number one.
Take that, Leo.
Upset. That was a very fun game. I didn't play very well, but that was.
You made a lot of clutch free throws at the end.
I did,
like 6 or 8 in a row. I don't remember.
It was 4. I went 4 for 4 to end it. All like we were up 1 or 2 and had to hit them.
Electric.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that. Whatever. Yeah. But then the next day, that night. It was they came out like COVID just started, like NBA was getting canceled or whatever.
I think it was the day before. It was the day before, but they said we were
it was
good.
Wednesday night.
Yeah,
we were good. And then that Friday they shut everything down, and we got 100 tickets or something like that. And then we just an empty arena.
Yeah, it was so weird.
That was insane.
Yeah,
had to have sucked.
I mean, it was terrible.
Yeah,
it's just too bad. I think maybe the game went a little different if we did have fans there.
And I just remember thinking it maybe gets canceled, and it was
At least
hard to
it
be
didn't
in
get
it.
Canceled.
You didn't know what was going to happen after the game, which made it even worse.
Yeah,
because the the lights and everything they do for the state championship. It's a huge deal, and we're doing that, but there's nobody there.
No.
I don't even think they let the parents in until like 5 minutes before the game.
Well, they cleared everybody out from the other teams.
Yeah.
I mean, we watched Norwalk win it, and then they clear everybody out, do their celebration, whatever, and then the other parents could come in.
It was bizarre, and that was before it was normal. And then you guys did it the whole season. And got used to it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
No, did I remember? Because we were in Indy when this was all going down, like at the Big Ten tournament, and like, dude, like, we were just like chilling, like, you know, like planning on. We were supposed to play Minnesota, like they played the night before, and then they announced like, all right, there's not going to be any fans, and we're like, okay, like that'll be weird, but like whatever.
Yeah.
Then like we wake up the next morning, they're like literally just like go to breakfast. We're staying at the same hotel, Payton, that we stayed at when we won it like 2 years later. We're at the same hotel. So go eat breakfast, come back up, like just like watching like Michigan and I think Rutgers were about to play.
Oh, yeah.
They just leave the court. We go down, we have a meeting, and they're like, all right, like no more Big Ten tournament, like just get ready for the NCAA tournament, because we were a lock. We would have been like a top 5 or 6 seed. So we're like, okay, like fine. Then we go back down, and Mr. Barta was in there, and I was like, this isn't going to be good. Like I was like, you see Mr. because he wasn't in the last one, but I was like, I saw Mr. Barta, and I was like, yeah, no, like this, we're done. Like we're not playing. Because I was just like, there's no way. Like the whole time we were like, are they going to cancel the NCAA tournament? I'm like, dude, there's no way. Like you can't just cancel the NCAA tournament.
I still remember when it happened. We were at Hy-Vee eating our lunch before state championship, and we see all the news that the NCAA tournament's canceled, and we're like, we just got to get to this gym and get this game.
I know.
Like,
we were so scared.
We get canceled.
No, dude. And so then like Mr. Barta was like, sorry guys, like season's over. So then like Kreener, Riley Till, Jordan, they just started drinking, and we had a really fun night. we just you know, Cordell, all those guys.
What seniors did you have? Or I guess
Kreener.
they got another year.
No, they didn't. Not that year.
They didn't get in one for that year.
No, so we had Kreener, Cordell, Till, and Jordan. So Jordan had another year because he had redshirted.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan wasn't playing, so he was there, but he redshirted.
Yeah.
That year because of his hips, and then Cordell ended up grad transferring to Virginia Tech, and then Kreener and Till both were just done, which was really, really odd.
Yeah.
It was, and BK too. I can't forget BK. That was my dog. So like all of those guys were just done, and so then like it was just so weird. So then we just sat there and we couldn't leave. I think we left later on that night. We did, and then we got back, and you know like Summit was still popping, so we were there, but we were like, what are we doing? And then like I just went home the next day, and the next thing you know, like home for months.
Yeah.
So it was just
crazy.
so bizarre.
A lot of video games were played.
Oh my God.
Oh my
so
Lord.
much golf. But
golf is good too, but you had to leave the pin in. that sucked.
So
I'm hitting the pin and popping.
Yeah.
It's just,
looking back on it, are you glad we still played the game?
Yes.
Against Ankeny?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It would have been such an empty feeling if they would have canceled it.
No, dude, you can't.
The only game
so
I've ever
worse.
regretted not canceling was probably Eastern Illinois this year.
Yeah.
Because we still played like the game was canceled.
Yeah, we
I came out
the
to
game
that game.
might as well have been canceled.
I came out to that game.
It was
I was
a waste of a drive for you.
I was sitting there just like this. That
was the
man, This
worst.
is gonna be the worst Christmas ever. Payton's gonna be throwing crap the whole time he's home, and
That was the worst game ever.
Like, and then it was the worst 5-hour drive through the blizzard ever back home for Christmas.
Dude,
It was
I just
terrible.
sat in the locker room like full uniform, like for like I swear to God 2.5 hours. Like just like could not believe what just happened.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everyone else in the state canceled, but we played. We moved it up. Played terrible. And we came out hot.
We did. We were up a lot,
Yeah.
and we just fell
Whatever.
apart.
We'll never talk about that again.
Never.
Still made
Good
the
those
tournament
guys.
with the worst loss ever.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was gonna happen after that loss.
Yeah.
No,
And then
dude,
you
I was
guys
sweating. I was like,
started-
dude, there's no way we make the tournament. Like, what's a failure? Like,
And it really didn't end up, I mean, I guess maybe a seed line. But it never really came into effect.
it didn't because it was so early, and
Yeah.
we played well in the Big Ten. So, like, oh, dude, that was, and then their best player ended up punching a fan in the face later on in the year.
dunk dude. He had like 5 dunks.
He had like 100
Yeah.
dunks.
I see a clip of him later just going at some dude on the sideline.
Punching a
That's
fan in the
crazy.
face. I was like, what is going on?
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So don't get used to us talking about that. That's the last time I will ever publicly speak about the Eastern Illinois game.
Yeah.
Peyton,
That's
I
the
can't-
first and last time ever.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I can't believe you brought that up. But
But-
yeah, no, I wish they canceled that one.
So once we moved on, we had our obviously pretty famous in Iowa high school team, State. What was it like now that I'm gone, Tucker's gone. Omaha left. He wasn't at Waukee that year. What was it like? You kind of went over to Northwest, uncharted territory. Talk about that transition. It's different.
It was pretty weird. It was a lot of new guys. I knew obviously my friends in my grade, but I'm meeting all these other guys that are below us that just didn't have a chance to get on the team because of our team we had.
Yeah, like good players.
Like Grant Tigas. I never knew who he was, and then he comes in.
Tigas was hooping in the state championship this year.
Tigas
was hooping.
He's a good player.
Hooping. Yeah. I don't know. He might have had a even better season if he didn't have mono to start the year.
Oh yeah, that
didn't
makes
have
it
him for
tough.
the first 4 games.
Tigas, what are you doing?
I know.
I
hope you see
That's
this.
Just speaks to how many good players we had my senior year too. Because
like we had a ton.
we
of
had guys that
good
never
young
got on the
guys.
floor.
Did Henry get any burn?
Henry was on the team. He was he didn't dress for the game though when we won it.
He was scout team.
Nice, Henry. Shout out Henry.
Yeah,
Patrick loves Henry.
Henry, let's make up. We had beef a little bit because let's make up. Let's call me Henry.
Shout out the Legacy Golf Club, unofficial
Shout out the Legacy.
ad read.
Yes.
Best course in the state.
Yep.
But yeah, we have Ryan Coase and Keenan and Justin Johnson.
Yeah.
Shout out all those guys. Never played, but they were really
and
good
then Andrew
players.
Coase coming in, really good player too, young guy. But yeah, so we had a lot of open gyms. Our gym wasn't done forever at Northwest, so we had to do them at Waukee while we got Waukee people walking by.
That's awkward.
It's awkward. It's awkward. Yeah. But yeah, we didn't really know. Well, I knew we were going to be good, but a lot of people just didn't know about us. The rankings come out. We were maybe 10. I don't know, to start the year.
Those are so bad. They have no idea.
I mean, they try, but it is hard.
It's impossible to know. You have a brand new school. How are they
Yeah,
supposed
they
literally
have no
the school
idea.
did
That's
not
how I was
exist
like,
yet.
It's so hard to do
fine.
it.
And he didn't really know what I was going to do either. Sophomore year or freshman year, I had a good year, averaged 10, and then sophomore year, just how the team was, I averaged 7.
Yeah. We only played 15 games also.
True. Yeah.
Payton scored 999 points.
It was 991 or something like that, 995. Just brutal.
Pryce,
Games
how many
just
did you score?
kept getting
I
canceled.
scored 1695.
You beat me. I scored 1550.
Yeah. But yeah, I was looking forward to it. Fresh start, new school. Yeah, we had a great year. I don't remember our final record. I think we were 20-5 maybe. Lost in the first round at state to Kennedy, which I had the flu. We would have beat him if I didn't.
Flu game, Pryce.
It was not a good flu game.
And you rolled your ankle on the first play.
Yeah, I had a guy run under me or something.
We were at the Y in Indy getting ready for the Northwestern game.
Yeah,
I remember
and
that.
Jack's giving me updates.
Yeah,
And Fran's over there watching during Coach McCaffrey's watching during practice.
yeah.
He's like, I'm like, gosh, dang it. I
It was
practiced
bad.
terrible.
It was bad. I couldn't move. I had no I don't know, no energy, no wind. All my wind was gone. I was laying in bed for 3 days, just couldn't move. But only good thing that came out of that was I got to come see you guys make a run, and that was
And
that
a
was-
run
that was
we made.
awesome.
A
That was
run
awesome.
we made.
Man, first round, Northwestern killed them.
that game was
really,
unreal.
Rutgers, you killed them too, right?
Yeah,
won
we
by
worked
10.
We worked
Yeah,
Rutgers.
and then Indiana
That was the
just
strength coach game, the
unbelievable.
famous strength coach
The
game.
strength coach game.
Oh, did he get?
He got tossed.
He got tossed.
Get him out of here.
They were two
remember
huge
that.
tees.
Yeah,
And then we played Indiana and Purdue
Indiana was
in the state of
unbelievable
Indiana.
too. Seeing the J-Bo shot from
J-Bo's
from the
a nut,
stands,
dude.
Oh man, it
That game was
awesome.
surreal for me because, throughout the year I hadn't been playing a whole lot, and then getting in that environment and seeing Jim Nance and Corside
Well,
and
more Purdue
Purdue was unreal.
because you were hot.
I didn't feel. I thought I was dreaming when I made those three because Patrick hit one to go up 4, I think, and then they tied it, and then I hit a couple, and I didn't even know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Why? So
was
how
the
many
best.
years was it at Indy? Because you said it was at Indy
3 years in a
during
row. Because they used to stagger it between Indy and Chicago, but Illinois had such restrictive COVID things, so they had us play in
Okay.
Indy. So
Indy's
we played
awesome. I
We
would
played
love
at Lucas Oil.
Yeah,
You played at Lucas Oil?
My sophomore year we did, yeah.
Really?
The COVID season, because the women were playing at the other one,
Yeah.
the other spot.
yeah.
So at
But
Bankers Life.
Cambridge is awesome.
Yeah,
I love
That
Cambridge
place
is
is
so
awesome.
Cambridge
So
is
cool.
so sick.
Indy's awesome.
Cambridge
Indy's
is
a great
so sick.
spot.
And just
Great
like
sports
the
town.
town where we were, Like it was sweet.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so mad at Payton because he was my roommate that whole trip, and like we'd win, and like we just go back to the room. He's like, dude, I gotta do homework. I'm like, Payton, like. He was single at the time. He was single at the time. I'm like, Payton, call a girl. Like, like do something. Like stop just like doing homework the whole time. Like DM somebody. Like do something. And he's like, dude, I gotta do this. I gotta do this exam. Like,
well, that was
academic all Big Ten.
Every night before the game, we would go to Five Guys. So we'd win. We'd go to Five Guys because it was right next to our hotel. And should we tell the Reber story?
Get out, Dean. Get out.
Dean Reber for Rutgers, the big guy. We the night before, I think we beat Northwestern. Me, Connor. Would you go? I don't know if you went. Yeah, he went to that one. Carter, like Philip. We're sitting there, and this guy's like, "Hey, what's the code for the bathroom?" I'm like, "It's on the receipt, man." He's like, "I said, what's the code?" So I'm like, "Oh." So I just give him the receipt, and then the next night they have a cop sitting by the bathroom. Dean Reber walks in after we beat Rutgers, and Dean Reber is trying to get to the bathroom, and he gets escorted out of Five Guys.
So Five Guys has a code for the bathroom even in the U.S. I thought that was a Europe thing.
It's like big cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some places are like that.
Because Europe was insane.
Europe was insane.
They had a Five Guys every block.
Yeah.
Five Guys is huge.
It's the
overseas.
Five Guys capital of the world is Paris.
They love Five Guys in Europe. No, dude, but that week was so we played it in Indy 3 years in a row. Cause then like it was time for it to go back to Indy because it was supposed to be in Chicago. They moved it. J-Bo complained about it enough to where they moved it back to Indy so we could get people there. And like, dude, like that was kind of the point where things started opening back up again. Like we played in a football stadium. It was like,
That's awesome.
Like, we played on like they had set it up like the Carrier Dome, so we like they put the court like on one side and like the benches were like so they put the court like on this side and the benches were here and like there's still like all of this other stuff like over here like the rest but then like they have like this whole thing right here. It's probably like I don't know, I would say probably 20,000-30,000 people at least, and it was full, like it was electric, and we hadn't played in front of fans all year.
Yeah.
And then we had to stay in Indy the whole time, like so we never left. So after the Big Ten tournament, we had to like we didn't even leave our hotel, so we were in Indy for like a month.
Wow.
It was wild.
Just crazy.
Was the Final Four that year in a football stadium?
It was in Indy.
It was in
Everything
Indy.
stayed in
Everything
Indy.
was in Indy.
I think the Sweet 16 on that year was in Lucas Oil, like every single.
So the
game
Big
they
Ten was in
played.
Indy, and then you just stayed there
Through the tournament.
through the
Through
tournament.
Selection
Okay.
Sunday. They put us in, we had like a bubble.
Yeah. I do remember that now.
We had like a bubble. It was so weird. We had to like quarantine for like, dude, it was like 36 hours or something.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
literally
what
like,
hotel was it that had a huge bracket?
the JW Marriott.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We
that was
weren't at
sweet.
that one.
That was
or
sweet.
were we? No, we weren't at that one. But it was sick.
That's sweet.
No, dude, it was sick.
Yeah.
But that year just and then that's like, dude, like we'd wake up in the morning, we'd watch film, we'd go to practice.
Did you practice with masks?
No,
Okay.
not the whole year.
That was awful.
We
when
did the whole
that.
year.
That was
They
the
like
worst
tried to
thing
make
ever.
us like right away, and we were like, and like we'd wear them, and they tried to make, and then like it got to a point where like, dude, like no, like we're
It's-
already
it's
here, like we all live, like
Terrible.
we all live together, like a bunch of guys live together. So it's like, dude, like if it came to a point where it's like, okay, like if he has it, I have it, like,
Yeah.
and we were getting tested every day too, so it was like,
You do the nose?
yeah, but it wasn't like the deep, it was just like a little like shallow like
Okay.
little thing,
Yeah.
no, so it was fine, like the daily testing or whatever.
Yeah.
But then like every month or so, like they would select somebody random, like every day to do like the big one.
Oh, yeah.
And oh, bro, that was terrible.
Oh,
I got selected first game.
Brutal.
It's just
Damn.
just rough.
Yeah.
But,
So last year, Mr. Basketball, everyone, I mean, a lot of the viewers definitely saw the Waukee and the Northwest kind of rivalries. You guys were 1 and 2 for most of the year. Those were some big games. Just talk about last year. I mean,
yeah.
it was obviously
We
a fun
started
year.
off that first game we played them at our place, sold out. You know, we got a track up above, and that's filled. It was an unbelievable atmosphere, like best I've played in. And come out like start of second quarter, I rolled my ankle like really bad. I couldn't even really walk on it.
dude, how about ever heard of tape?
I taped
You did-
after.
Oh, after.
I never
Yeah.
taped before that.
We never
that
taped
play.
in high school.
I never taped, and then every game after that, I taped.
I taped every
both
practice,
ankles.
every game in high school.
That's
I didn't do
Good
it.
call. Maybe
Yeah.
it would have prevented that, but yeah, so it was like completely black and blue all up in my ankle. So my guy Cade Kellerman stepped up, had like 30. We won at the buzzer. Then the next game, we pretty much got blown out.
I watched that one. Yeah, you guys got worked.
We got worked. I'll I'll call out my coach, Coach Watson. He admitted it after. The game plan was not. We let our my boy Cade Littlefield.
That was
Todd.
dude. That was the only guy I loved that. I honestly loved seeing him do that because I knew he'd been struggling that year. Like
that
you
was
guys
his,
went under his screens and he was firing.
He had like 5 threes. He killed us.
We lost 5
for 20. We were pretty upset about that. Got a lot of heat from him. Finally beat us. We beat him the year before. Down 10 with a minute, came back and won.
Yeah. Grant Tigas 3.
Yeah. And,
that guy's a goat.
But yeah, then we came back. We saw the matchup at state. We were going to meet in the semis. Of course, those guys don't know how to organize the seating or whatever. But anyway, we get ready. I got in foul trouble pretty early. And all the other guys stepped up. You know, we got Coase hitting floaters from 15, Henry hitting floaters from 15.
Yeah, your guys were
like
unreal.
It was unbelievable team win.
Well, funny story on that because
killed them.
You got 3 really bad fouls in the first half.
Yeah,
and we played Ohio State that morning in the Big Ten tournament.
That's when
in
they
Chicago.
called him the ghost foul.
And I got 3 ghost fouls.
You didn't touch him.
I was out of the game.
Dude, I was so mad when you got one
like
of them because, dude, I was going to get a dunk.
Yeah, it was when Sensabaugh just fell down.
Yeah.
That was so bizarre.
And, like, dude, I had
You
a dunk.
literally didn't touch him.
Yeah.
Didn't touch him.
And then the other
That's
one,
what
I was like this,
Yeah.
backing away to not get my second foul. So I call Mom after you get your third, and you guys are down like 10, and we're all watching in the film room. She is literally bawling her eyes out, and she's she's never emotional.
Yeah.
But
She's
my
sick of
heavens,
those,
she was sick of the fouls.
Sandfort gets screwed.
Yeah, it was
That
a
day we
bad
were getting
day,
screwed.
and Dad's like, we're fine, like these guys are gonna make shots, and then right like that's like a 25-0 run. You guys are up 15 at half.
Coach Brian.
Yeah,
I remember at the end of the half, I'm still not in, and our coach just tells Cade Kellerman to fire. And he pulls up with like 3 seconds from volleyball and hits it.
He banked it in.
Yeah.
I was going nuts in the film room.
It was our day, and we beat him by like 30, and those shut the Waukee fans up.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I went to the championship game.
Yep, we were all there.
Yeah.
Bad luck.
Valley was just hot.
They were hot.
Those boys were good, man.
They can play.
No, Zay Rob, that's my dog.
And all those kids, it's crazy because like those were the kids that were looking up to us when we played at Kingdom. And
knew all of them from Kingdom.
Yeah,
they just got
like,
really hot.
I like those guys. They played well, and
That's
it's hard to come off an emotional win like that in the semis too. It's what happened to us when we beat Centennial, and it's a really hard thing to win. Like
especially when Kenny got upset first round.
Yeah,
and then
and Valley they're sophomores and playing with nothing to lose. Like they were just out there having fun, and it happens. But
shout out Zay Rob, shout out Kiki.
Yeah,
my dog. D1 Minnesota Dogs.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The D1's running deep in Des Moines right now, and here.
Oh yeah.
Jack. Yeah. Good stuff. But all right, so you get here. Talk about kind of the experience.
What's it been like, man?
The transition.
Good. Yeah. Kind of got a heads up from Payton. You know how it's going to be. So knew a little bit what to expect, but it's definitely a transition. You know, everybody's a lot stronger, a lot faster than Iowa high school basketball. So first couple of weeks were definitely in transition. You know, still say I'm transitioning right now. But it's been really good. I'm really enjoying it. You know, going against really good competition all the time. It's definitely making me better. So excited to be here. Excited to get the year going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyday practice just started, so it's a whole nother grind.
This is where it gets tough.
Yeah.
This is where and this summer was tough because we were practicing for Europe.
That's
so
true.
we had
we
like
like 4 in a row.
Yeah,
we had
4 in
like
a row.
10 full practices. So that's tough. Like those are tough, but like now, bro, it's like all right, like the first week or so, you're like, oh man, I'm excited to be here, and then like it gets to a point where we're practicing now for like a month, and we still haven't seen nobody else, and then it's like, oh,
yeah, you just want to fight everybody.
Yeah, like you get so mad, like you're just mad at everybody, like it's just, but no, it's a transition. That was the hardest part. Like when I came in was
definitely
like
a lot longer days.
It's easy, like when you first get here, you're having fun, you're bright eyed, bushy tail, all that kind of stuff, and then like once, but you're like a month in, and you're like, damn, man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And it's like we haven't even started playing games yet.
Yeah.
I know.
And then the games itself is a whole other transition.
Yep. It is.
Just like
just a different level of intensity, but
it's a marathon, man.
You're
It's not a
picking
sprint.
it up.
Yeah, marathon, not
definitely.
a sprint. You'll figure it out. I'm not worried.
I learned that the hard way last year.
It's a marathon, definitely.
All right.
Awesome.
Want to get into it?
Yeah.
The lightning round?
Yeah. All right, Pryce. This segment is brought to you by Jethro's.
Jethro's Barbecue.
Quick hitters for you, Pryce.
All right.
5 dinner guests, dead or alive.
Larry Bird, Michael Jordan. Let's see. I'm going to go away from basketball here. Let's go.
Say it.
I want to put in Drake.
That's a good one.
What about Spider-Man?
Toby Maguire.
Yeah.
Let's get Toby in
That's
there.
your guy.
Toby.
Yeah. Toby Maguire and let's go Liam Neeson.
Oh.
Wow.
Have him
Taken.
Taken. He kills everybody.
I have a unique set of skills.
That's such a great movie.
Yeah.
It's just insane. Like, what a concept.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah, the new Equalizer just came out too. I gotta go see that.
I saw it.
Is it
Oh,
good?
you saw it?
Insane.
That's
Really?
awesome.
I
gotta
saw
go
it with
see
my dad and Jack. Insane. He just kills everybody.
I love Denzel.
that's awesome.
He's one of my. He might be my favorite actor of all time.
Dude, he's a good.
Deja Vu.
Yeah, Deja Vu.
Oh,
Deja
that movie
Vu.
was nuts.
The pause.
It's such a good movie. It's so slept on.
It is.
It's so slept
You,
on.
Payton came in to cover. He's like, dude, found a movie last night. Top 5 ever. And I consider myself relatively well versed in movies, and I'm like, what movie is this? He's like, Deja Vu. I'm like, I've never heard of that movie in my life.
What we do? We go over to Weber. We watch it.
Yeah, we have a
And
movie
it was
night.
awesome.
It was electric.
You liked it?
It was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't a top 5 movie I've ever seen, but like it was good.
Okay. All right. Any sport you'd play besides basketball?
Golf.
It's a good one.
Amen.
Favorite
Amen.
restaurant in Iowa City?
Stella's.
There we go. That's I
Easy.
think that's what 3 for 4.
3 for 4. Or
And
4
the
for
only
5.
one who said no was a paid by the other thing, so or by another restaurant. To
Oh,
say
yeah.
what she said. So
Yeah.
she doesn't really count.
No, she really doesn't count.
No. Celebrity crush.
Yeah, celebrity crush.
Oh man.
And your girlfriend isn't a celebrity. You have to answer.
We'll do growing up. It was Jessica Alba or Jennifer Aniston.
So 2 elite celebrity crushes.
Yeah.
So 2 elite celebrity crushes. What else
All
do
right.
we have?
Trying to think. What's the last one?
We hit them all.
I don't know. Favorite movie ever and TV show?
Get Out is my probably number one.
Wow.
Just crazy. It's just an insane movie, but it's
Definitely, it's
so
insane.
awesome. TV shows The Office.
That's it.
Nothing competes. Also, Breaking Bad is insanely good.
This is a new one, Peyton, that I have. If there was an actor that was if there was a movie made about your life, who would be the star? Who would play
Ooh.
Pryce Sandfort? That's a good one. We're gonna add that now to the repertoire.
Man, I've never thought about this.
It's a good one.
Why would I think about it though? I don't even know. Tom Holland.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's it, yeah. Peyton, who would yours be?
I don't know. That's a good one. Who would yours be?
Jim Halpert. That guy. I don't know his
Oh.
name. Tom Christian,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you know, it'd be Jim Halpert.
John Krasinski.
Yeah. Or it would be the guy from Batman.
Oh yeah, Christian Bale.
Christian
That's
Bale.
a really good one.
Dark Knight.
Great movies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those are the 2. Those are probably my
I like
Dark
Christian
Knight and
Bale.
Dark
That's a
Knight
good
Rises are
one.
probably my 2 favorite movies.
Jeez, I don't know. Tom Cruise. No.
Tom Cruise.
Because
There we
he's good looking.
Yeah, there we go. Peyton,
like
I actually sent you some interesting research about the Dark Knight about, what was that, a week ago?
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's great, groundbreaking research. I'm going to publish something about it soon. There'll be a blog or something.
I don't think you're gonna publish it.
We don't know.
Can't imagine what
We
this
could publish it. But Pryce, buddy, thanks for coming
Thanks,
on.
Pryce.
Thanks for having me.
Great
Appreciate
episode.
you. Let's have good practices this weekend. Let's go.
do
Let's do it.
Let's go Hawks.
Go Hawks. Let's score some points.
There we go.
Go Hawks.
I want to tell you guys a little story about the night that we won the state championship my senior year of high school. Obviously, we did the trophy presentation, but the first spot that we went right after we won was Jethro's. Jethro's Barbecue is one of my favorite spots that I've really had ever growing up. It started in Des Moines and just moved to Iowa City, and I couldn't be happier about it. It's somewhere that I went for birthdays, for celebrations, and obviously the state championship. Now that it's in Iowa City, it's a perfect spot to go eat after football games, before football games, just with your family or for a meal. It's one of my favorite spots, and I highly recommend to visit Jethro's Barbecue, located in Iowa City.
Nothing elevates a business and builds recognition for a brand quite like custom apparel for customers and employees. At Phelps Custom Imagewear, choose from hundreds of name brands like Carhartt, Nike, and Eddie Bauer, and thousands of garments and promotional items, all ready to be customized with your design. Not sure where to start? Not to worry. Phelps Custom Imagewear's experienced in-house designers and sales teams will be with you every step of the way to ensure you end up with a quality product that brings your visions to life. Take advantage of our one-stop shop for screen-printed, embroidered, and direct-to-film items. Take it a step further with Phelps Custom Company online stores where your customers or employees can purchase merch that you have handpicked and designed. At Phelps Custom Imagewear, we'll help showcase your brand. For more information, call 1-800-344-7043. That's 1-800-344-7043, or visit phelpsusa.com.